Alright kiddies, it's another Bullshark Presents video. Alright, it's a little late. It's about 4:30 in the morning, Saturday. I just got back from New York City. I was hanging out with some friends in Manhattan, and last week I was having a few drinks with some friends of mine. I got very drunk, and I don't know, I didn't realize I was talking to somebody until about halfway through the conversation, but I was talking with this very pretty blonde, and we'll call her Tracy, okay? I was talking with Tracy, and just talking about music and about whatever else. And we kind of were hitting it off and having a good time and laughing and just, you know, whatever. And right before I left, she just wrote her name on the back of a card and said, "Listen, next Friday is my birthday. Come out. Me and my friends are going to have a few drinks. Would you come out and hang out with us? Have some fun with me." Okay? So I had to be in Manhattan last night anyway, so I went in to see some friends, and I stopped at the bar that she was at just to have a drink and see if she was there, and to my surprise, she was there. So I'm talking with her, and we're laughing and having a great time and having a couple of drinks together, and we're just talking about nonsense and whatever else. And a little while passes, about 20 minutes go by, and now all her guy friends are there, and I'm talking to a few of them, and we're laughing and joking around just about whatever. And they're all huge. These guys are so tall. Every single one of these guys is over 6'5".
Yes, Chief?
Yes, thank you, Al.
There's something on the side of your mouth, Al. No, the other side.
If you requested, Frank, we picked some pipe.
And this guy did something to me that I will never forget. Now, there's a couple of guys that are on YouTube that I find they're hysterical. One guy is David Spates, and that's spelled. And the other guy is John Ollie. It's his friend John Ollie, and it's spelled just like that. Okay? And they have a string of videos that they call blocking, and everyone knows what that is. It's pretty much just, you know, you're talking to a girl, you're making some headway, and then someone comes and runs interference and pretty much blocks you from, you know, getting anywhere. And so now in Manhattan, I'm hanging out with this girl, I'm talking, and she had the tallest, gayest friend I've ever seen in my life.
Penis.
Was 6'6", was ripped. This guy was jacked, and was so prissy. He didn't, when he walked in the room, he didn't really walk. He was just floating, like 3 inches off the ground, and kind of he looked like Magneto in X-Men. Just. So I'm having a beer, and she's talking to him, and they both have their backs to me, and he keeps on looking at me, and he's got his, he'll look back at me, and he says, and I could hear him, he's trying to whisper, but I could hear him perfectly clear, and he says, "I'm just very selective about who you spend your time with." Tracy, what are you thinking, Tracy? Okay. And now he puts his hand on her back, and he looks at me, and looks at her, and looks at me again, and he kind of holds her hand for a second, and then he pushes her towards the bar, and he does a pirouette. And walks back towards me. He's like, now all of a sudden the lisp is gone. He's like, "Hey, how you doing? My name's Craig. How are you?" I'm like, I'm well." He's like, "What's your name?" I'm like, "Bobby." He goes, "You've met Tracy?" I'm like, "Yeah, I met her last week." "Well, you know we're together, right?" And I'm like, "No." "Well, yeah, she's my girlfriend." I'm like, "Okay, sure she is." Right? And like I said, this guy was huge, so I'm not about to start a fight with this guy. I don't really know this girl, so I'm not with getting my ass kicked over this girl that I don't really know. And then, so I ended up just leaving, going to see some friends over on 23rd Street. And I'm thinking, and I'm like, man, what could I have said that, you think of all these great things that you could have said afterwards. And I'm like, man, like when he said, "Oh, yeah, we're together," I'm like, "Oh, Craig, Yeah, she was talking about you all last week. She said she had a great picture of the two of you on top of the Empire State Building. She said it's in your wallet. Let's see it. Can I see it real quick? She was ranting and raving about how great, because no, there was no way those guys were together. This guy was so gay, I don't think he's ever seen a vagina without vomiting. And I've been blocked, you know, I've been blocked before, but never that badly. And that was, you know, it's again these clingy friends that just, you know, they don't, you know, they're not happy, therefore their friends can't be happy, and it just gets aggravating. But I don't know. I just thought, you know, this isn't really a comedy video that I'm showing you right now, obviously, because there's nothing really funny in it. But I just thought I'd share that with you. And for God's sake, guys, don't block your friends, man. Why? If you watch, you go onto, you know, David Spate's page. That's spelled, once again, that's spelled. And or go to his friend, you know, John Ollie. That's spelled. And just check out. They have 6 blocking videos, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. They're very, very funny. So stay tuned. We got some more videos coming up very soon, and I hope you enjoy them. So take care.